All right, hello everyone, and welcome to week number 4 of the HRL 2023 Sunday sideshows. So this one is going to be a long-awaited. So to recap the Sunday night so far, we did our AX Action Sunday, make up for potential loss of the AX series this year. A little World of Outlaw Origins tour to go back to Halo 4. We did Slanch's Rally, little mini tournament on Infinite to get some more testing with that on the Razorbacks and like his type of map that he made, and that went pretty well, surprisingly. And now we're here on Chratos for the Chratos Power Hour, the long-awaited Chratos Power Hour, promised since well, it wasn't supposed to be an hour, to be fair. We were gonna do a Chratos race to give the lore, plus it's gonna be like an hour long, so who the fuck cares about how long it is at this point? But to give the lore, the context to it, we're going to do a Chratos race in the TRS season or stage for Halo 5. And then that got chalked, so I was like, okay, well, we should still do, like, Chratos. So I think we're going to do, like, the Halo 5 Chratos at some point. And then that got chalked, didn't want to go back to Halo 5. So I was like, alright, fuck it. We'll do Halo 4 Chratos then at some point. And I wanted to do it last year, and I genuinely forgot. Either forgot or were too busy with other shit. And then I wanted to do it in January, and then actually, I don't think I forgot the first time, but in January I actually forgot. Like, it was fucking February, and I was like, ah, shit, I was going to do it before the season. It's going to be a preseason event, that didn't happen. Now here we are, March 26th, 2023, probably an hour after promised, maybe, at least close to it, and we're running it. The way it's going to work, we're going to do a full hour of racing, so I timed it up so that it's an hour timer that starts when the sticky deck goes off, and then we run around, and then once the timer runs out, whenever the leader hits the line that time by, it's 2 to go for everybody. So no, like, because there's going to be people that are going to be, especially on this one, there's going to be people that are laps down, so no, like, getting your 30 laps that you'd have to race out, 20 laps, 10 laps, whatever it is, none of that, just 2 laps to go for everybody, and, compete with whoever's on your lap and finish out your race. So that is the run for this one. RNG gate, kind of. Well, I mean, yeah, it was the spawns in the game, so RNG spawns as well. But let's get it loaded up. So it's going to be left to right. It's going to be Opix, Luke, Camby, Detail, and Armada. And then we got Coop, Soul, Matt, Hunter, and Fireball in the back row. These guys are about to go through a whole lot of cheese on Chratos. So again, waiting on the sticky deck to go off. Oh yeah, there's the train. So yeah, if you don't remember that, I'm not gonna preamble the track. It's not really required. If you haven't seen Chratos at this point, you'll learn it pretty quick. You'll learn it pretty quick. Doesn't really require too much introduction. Waiting on the sticky deck again. Once it goes off, gonna be an hour long. There we go. Green flag. Pretty tight squeeze at the start. Looks like Luke gets the whole shot. Couple drivers going off early on. Oh, there's the train. Oh no, I think Camby somehow died, but most people survived out of that one. Oh yeah, more train conk already. Major takeout right there. That was Matt and Luke in the middle of that collision there. Detail with the sad death on that one. We'll periodically we'll go through the laps and try to see who's where. I don't think it's too necessary at this point in the race. Again, we got an hour to go. Maybe like 59 minutes at this point. We might be a minute down. I don't know. Hard to tell. But yeah, so weird quirks about Chratos. So a lot of this comes down to the train. Not all of it. I mean, the actual collision itself, you're going to collide with... Oh, yeah. The actual collision itself, you're going to die. Well, not actually die, but I mean, basically your run's gonna die getting hit with other drivers, like we see right there with Detail, Camby, and Hunter. So that actual straight up collision is gonna come into play and matter a lot. But also there's the collision of the train. So sometimes you'll have instances where you're not gonna hit anybody, but you're gonna hit the train. The train respawns every so often. Although it does have this weird behavior where sometimes, like right there, it'll get stuck on a part of the track. Usually when like contact happens with the train with another driver, it'll get stuck on the track, and that'll create some interesting obstacles. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. It'll create some interesting obstacles for people to navigate. So that is definitely something that mixes up the race. That happened, and oh, that was a bad one for Soul. It's something that's happened in our previous Kratos races. Oh my goodness. Respect to Soul on that one for for going risking it and going down towards the train spawn. Respect on that. Doing it how you should. Our Armada just got absolutely destroyed. But yeah, we've done races on this before, and it's not something that's new. People will get in weird situations where the train will go off onto the track. What a recovery on that one. And you gotta like sticky dead it, gotta try to ninja jump your way around it. Figure out, maybe even go the other way around the track and then try to like cut over or something. I don't know. Figure something out in order to get around that obstacle. Luckily, it doesn't happen too often, but it does happen every once in a while. Oh, I was gonna say that might be a bad one, but it just can be on that one. It's looking pretty rough for him. How are they not dying in that jump? It's pretty tough on this track. You can... Oh, that was a rough one. You can make the jump too wide, but it's difficult, and you gotta have like someone... You gotta be next to someone you trust to do it, because it's very easy to just like conk the other driver on it. But you can make it over this middle jump too wide. It is possible. That's rough. That's rough. It is doable, but you have to be very on point in order to pull it off. All right, so we're a few minutes down here, so let's see. So Luke in the lead right now, Fireball in second, as we could tell from the lap counter. Maybe Hunter third on that one. So that's kind of the look that we have right now. Everybody around the same lap. A couple drivers like a lap down, a couple drivers 2 laps down, a couple drivers, or maybe 1 or 2 drivers maybe like around 3 laps down, but honestly not that bad for this early on in the race. I should have synced up the timer, by the way, when I started. Well, I guess we have film timer. I gotta know when the green flag dropped in the film. I want to say it was about 2.5 minutes in. I want to say, so we can use that for reference. It was, if it wasn't 2.5, it might have been 3 minutes in. It was somewhere around there. So we'll have a rough estimate. I know when the ending lap is, or I'm gonna pretend like I do. I actually don't. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? That was an interesting crash recovery there. Not sure how that worked out with Fireball and Soul in that instance, but yeah, the little end of that one that we caught definitely looked interesting. But yeah, get these situations too. Again, the train's also supposed to go through that hole, and then I think it, you know, probably helps it like trigger the respawn quicker. Sometimes that happens too, so not even like getting stuck on the track, but it'll just get stuck there, and it makes it even more unpredictable, because technically, you know, if it was on like a set spawn timer or whatever, you know, you could probably, if you really wanted to, that's rough. If you really wanted to, you could go through and time it and like try to, you know, keep track of that if you really wanted to sweat it, and try to avoid the train, or at least be aware of when it's coming up that way. But with these instances where it just gets stuck, moves the timer, that kind of keeps things interesting for us. Kind of keeps everybody on their toes, because when it respawns on a certain basis, you get, you know, you kind of get in a groove, you get into a certain rhythm. But every time it cheeses, throws you off your game, especially when it cheeses on the track. But even when it just gets stuck there, it throws the timer off a little bit, and oh my god, that was a rough one. Throws the timer off a little bit, and you know, keeps everybody guessing, essentially. So drivers, oh, that's a rough one. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that is a rough one. Commendable chow though, commendable chow. No off goose cheese through the tunnel. We like to see that. Through the gutter, that's what we should call it, honestly. I guess it could be a train track, but I like gutter for this. That's pretty accurate for that middle part of the track. Doesn't make sense in bowling terms, but I don't know. It just sounds right. I feel like it fits. I feel like it fits. Into this lap. Take another look. It looks like the train stopped. We almost have like a pack generating. Oh yeah, you're dead. Oh, that was Soul on that one. Got absolutely annihilated. That was rough. Update on this. It might still be Luke in the lead, but it's closer now. Multiple drivers on the same lap. We'll see who gets to 18 first here. And it looks like Luke and actually Armada second. So that's actually battle for the lead. Let's watch this for a little bit here. I'll try to... Oh. Oh. Well, that's going to hurt. Oh, yeah, there we go. This is what I was talking about. I was waiting for it to happen, so we had like an instance of it to look at. But yeah, there you go. That's what can happen. Now that train is there. Thankfully, it respawned. What the hell is happening? Is that fireball stuck in a wheelie? That was interesting. And then, yeah, this will happen too sometimes where it just gets stuck in its path there. Hits somebody, and it just actually, like, the goose, person on the goose just has more weight than the train, I guess, and just stops it. So that's pretty incredible. Don't know how that works. Oh, yeah, that's rough. That's rough. See, in this instance, I could understand. That's unfortunate. Get off the goose. Come on. But yeah, so Camby now. Luke and Camby now in the lead lap. So that's the lead battle. I'll try to follow. It's going to be a long race, and I'll try to, like, follow the leader somewhat throughout, because obviously it's Chratos. We're not going to have a consistent leader. Spoiler alert. It's kind of hard to do that on this track, this type of race, so that's just not going to happen. Let's get a nice shot right here. See if anybody gets chasing the train this time by. Do you see our leader? Oh, yeah. Oh, right. The timing on that was perfect. Whoever that was Optics or Fireball, I couldn't tell, just got absolutely annihilated. Camby hitting the pirouettes again. But right here, so like I said, we'll try to follow it. Luke leading him down, and Luke and Camby both seem to have like a bit of a lap or two gap on most of the field here. That being said, everybody's still in a nice cluster, only like 4 or 5 laps, which is doable on this track. It's tough, but you can regain from it. Just need a stroke of luck and some time to work it down. This train's got to be coming back up here soon. Just the right timing again, though. So lead still safe for Luke, and that's, again, Camby was the challenger, but we see Camby in front of him there. Oh, what kind of conk just happened there? That was Detail and, I think, Matt on that one. Oh, the close timing of the train again, but that contact from either Optics or Fireball there actually kind of helped on that one. But who's going for second at this point? It looks like Fireball. Okay, Camby, and then Fireball. So that's our podium. Luke, Camby, Fireball right now. So there's Camby right there. There's Luke over there, and then I'm trying to find Fireball because Fireball's supposed to be behind Camby. Oh, maybe that's him right there finishing his lap, possibly. Yeah, it was. Okay, so they have a pretty decent gap in between each other. Down in the mosh pit here. That happens sometimes. Tough to regain from that. But that's how it goes sometimes. Like I said, adapting is going to be the name of the game on this one. Throughout most of it. Come on, train. You got to be coming back up, right? Oh, okay, we're fine this time. Fine this time. So far. Still stuck, so the drivers get a little bit of breathing room, time to rest. Don't have to worry about the train, just have to worry about everybody else on track, other collisions, driver collisions, not the actual train itself. Which, I mean, it can be a nice thing, but like I said, oh, okay, that could have been weird. Like I said, it changes the flow of it a lot, because in a way, sometimes it can be nicer when the train is up, because it can just absolutely destroy people, take them off the map, kind of like spread things out a little bit, and you can kind of get more comfortable. Whereas whenever the train in these, at least my experience in this track and this race in particular, it seems like whenever the train got stuck or whenever it was like gone for long periods of time, it almost get like conkier and like harder to make it through. Unless, obviously, of course, if you're the one getting hit by the train, that was close. If you're the one getting hit by the train, that sucks. But yeah, there's moments like that where it almost felt like you preferred to have the train up, taking people out, you know, maybe even like taking them out of your way in some instances. Sometimes it could be a good thing if you find the right timing, so makes it kind of weird. So Luke's still leading him down. It's still Fireball, Camby, and it looks like those three are kind of like working their way away. Matt and Detail both in the last spots right now. Down 6 laps to Luke at the moment. So rough start for them. Let's see if they can bring it back in this one. It's going to be tough, but again, it's never over on this track, especially when we're, I want to say, about 10 minutes in right now to, again, our lock in our hour and 2 lap event. And we'll do, I don't know how many exactly, but at least one more. Not particularly for Chratos, but we'll definitely do one more power hour for sure. At least one more, possibly 2. the Sunday action, freeze it up a little bit. Power hours are fun. Try different types of things. For example, don't want to do it... Well, I mean, honestly, we could, but don't really want to do it in the hog season because we're already in a groove with our format that we have, but we definitely want to do an H2A hog power hour because it, you know, just kind of fits. Just kind of fits. Seems like it'd be a fun class for a power hour, so we definitely want to do one of those at some point. Gotta either take one of our existing tracks, like I think Road America and Monza, both the GPs, I think are a pretty good candidate for it. Can honestly do one of the rally crosses as well, but I don't know, a lot of the power hours in the past have been GPs, so maybe you could do an RX power hour to mix it up. And look at this. Look at this. This is what I was talking about. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do here? And this is gonna make an interesting moment in the race because you got drivers trying to clear this out. Drivers getting off the goose, hitting the sticky deaths, and this is gonna bunch the entire field up. And 3 of them get stuck under it. I think Detail and Camby, that might be a big moment in the race for them because they were the ones to get through that a little bit quicker than everybody else. Maybe it... Oh, my God. Whoever that was just got absolutely freaking annihilated. What was that? That was such an aggressive chow on the collision. And even though they moved it out of the way, the train... wow, commendable move out of Opix. Taking a moment here to sticky death the train. Not needed to try to clear the way. Might have to give him a bonus lap for that one. Dots might have to give him a bonus lap for that one. But yeah, that's... oh, no, it's happening again. Fall off. Okay, there we go. There we go. We're good. We're good. Wow, that was a quick respawn on that one. Ouch. Death in the middle of the field. Still Luke for now, but Fireball and Camby still in that top 300. Opix, even with that time he took, still in a pretty high position. And then a lot of drivers on that 33, like 3 or 4 laps down. A lot of drivers in that cycle right there. Coops must have had a really rough last few laps because he's several laps down and he's like clear last place now. So probably a rough go of it for Coop in the last sequence here. And that's the hard part of it too. Just like every TRS, sometimes you just get caught in that cycle where you're getting in the collision and you're getting in the collision and just like over and over and over and over and over again, and you just can't get out of it. So that's unfortunate whenever it happens. But that's part of the name of the game with this this style of racing. That one's not too bad. That one's not too bad. See, it's not always like completely blocking the way. It's another thing that makes it interesting. Sometimes it'll be on the track a little bit and, maybe make something like single wide or 2 wide instead of 3 wide. So that's another wrench that the train can throw in the track here. So Fireball up to second now. Can be third. Oh my God. Major train annihilation. Let's switch it up because we've been doing the same thing for good portion of the race. Let's go on board. Luke's still in the lead at the moment. Fireball. I think Opix in that battle with Camby now too. Trying to chase him down. So let's watch some on-board laps. Maybe we'll swap around a few POVs here too. And get an idea of where everybody is lap-wise. Luke hitting 42 right there. This will give you a sense of the adrenaline of this track. Going into these collisions, not knowing what's going to happen. There's a good example of it right there. Oh yeah, this is the anxiety-inducing part when you're going towards the train spawn. Not always looking forward to that. Now we're on board with Coop, and as you can see, almost 10 laps down, actually colliding with them. Oh my God. Yeah, that was a rough one. That was a rough one. Yeah, Coop almost 10 laps down here. Couple more deaths coming out. That train, that might have been the biggest kill count in the train yet in the race. That took out like 5 or 6 drivers. This is really bad on that one. Oh no. This is the other anxiety-inducing part. Not just when you have to go towards the train spawn, but when you have that single wide gap. And sometimes you have to slow up for it. Oh! And you're just hoping you don't die. Matt somehow ending up like on the side of the track right there, and he's just trying to navigate his way, trying to find his way. Can't do it. eventually makes it happen, gets back on the track here at lap 39. Honestly, not that bad. He's at the tail end of it, but he's on a lap where like he's low-key still in it at this point. I mean, realistically, anybody's still in it at this point, but Fireball taking the lead. Oh, that was a big one. At this point in the race, let's go on board with Soul. That sucks. Let's get off board with Soul. That sucks. All right, let's go on board with Detail. See if we can get some non-death POV. Oh, there we go. That's what we like to see. Dodged all that. Might be comeback brewing up for him. Rough start to this race. Oh my god. Close. Few close calls for him here, but so far this is a pretty big lap for him because there's been a lot of cheese that he's witnessed, but he's been able to get through it relatively clean. Not entirely, but like good enough. So been making some good gains here. Camby now to the lead. Yup, there's... Oh, no! That sucks. Almost keeping it on track for that one. Almost keeping it on track. Oh, wow. Lots of drivers really struggling with that angle. Wow, that was a nice save out of Camby. Camby went 2 wheels off and was able to manage the gap there. Oh, Opix, no! Yeah. That's rough. That's rough. Oh, let's see if Armada can navigate it this time. Nice and slow. There you go. Makes it around. Armada competing for the lead a while ago. I don't even remember, like 8 minutes in the race. I don't remember. But he was actually competing for the lead early on. Now he's fallen back a few laps. You know, definitely losing a bit on that top 3, maybe top 4 now with Hunter, but he's still in that good mid-pack fight, and there's still a lot of drivers that are on a like similar lap here that he's competing with. And we'll have to see when this race ends too, because it's like tough projection, like no collisions, no conks, no deaths, right? I think I figured it out that it should be like around like 200 laps. Should be pretty close. This was a long time ago, so this might be inaccurate, but I think I estimated that like no conk it'd be around 200, which obviously not going to be no conk. So that's, you know, you're gonna have to subtract a few laps from that. Not going to be 100% accurate. So with that subtracted, I would say like 180. Going into this, we thought like 180 would have been like a pretty good lap count, but even like honestly anything between like 150, maybe even 140 to like 180, because we really didn't know. And you also just don't know how this race is going to go. Like, how many times are people going to get stuck? How many times is the train going to get stuck? How many times is going to get conked? How many times is going to have to respawn and wait on the respawn timer? But yeah, so you just can't really factor that in. So that kind of makes it hard to project. And that'll be an interesting aspect of this race. We'll find out what lap we end on here. But definitely a long way until then. Luke back to the lead for now. Fireball and Camby still in that close second place battle. Yeah, you know what we should have done for this race? We should have added laps for kills. Thoughts? Should have added laps for kills. 1 kill, 1 lap. That would have been a good idea. But anyways, Hunter running in. He was in 3rd. I think Hunter, or 4th. Sorry, I think Hunter's like in a solid 4th here. Kind of just running his own race at the moment. He's gotten a lap on most of that mid-pack behind him, but he's still got 3 laps to work on the leader, so still quite a bit. Oh, and that's Luke behind him too, so. Oh, it's going to be a big pack. Clean on that one, though. That worked out really well. Nobody really in the collision zone with each other at the moment. It's more so the train that they have to worry about, but the train not coming up yet. Oh, that was almost sus. Hunter keeping it on right there. That was close. Oh, no. Death for Hunter. We move on to Camby. That'll be the cycle that we do. Just you know, keep switching drivers whenever one that we go on dies. That's a good idea, I think. I can only do the wide shot for so long in this race. Can only do it for so long. Surprisingly, by the way, if you're actually sticking it out, 20 minutes in. I think we're about like 20 minutes in right now, so that's pretty great. Like a third of the way through this race. Oh, rough hit right there for Matt on that one. But yeah, so we've already completed quite a bit of our allotted time here, so that's nice to see. A rough train conk for a few drivers. Big gains for Camby on that one. And surprisingly, like, oh my god, that was so fortunate for Camby. What the hell? That's the thing too, like sometimes you hit that collision in the middle and like sometimes you get stuck in the gutter, but other times it actually like propels you and you get the lucky hit where it actually like sends you across and almost like kind of helps you out, or at least like gets you over the jump, which at a certain point in this race you kind of settle. You kind of settle for getting over the jump at least. Oh my god. Why was that such a heavy impact on the goose? Luke with a lot of deaths here, so we may see a lead change. I think Camby might be the leader now. Luke with a lot of deaths on these last few laps. Or a lot of collisions even. And yeah, Camby overtaking the lead. Luke and Fireball now for second. Soul. Oh god. How does Camby survive that? No way. That is another thing too. Sometimes you'll get caught up in that train hit. And if you stick with it, sometimes you'll be the lucky one and you'll stay on track. You won't get sent in the hole. It does happen sometimes, so pretty rare. A lot of the times you die before you even like get sent to the hole. But yeah, occasionally you will survive it. Although it depends, you know, sometimes it can be a good thing. Sometimes it can actually get you closer to this checkpoint. But if you're going the opposite way, then obviously it can be really unfortunate because then you have to work your way and like, you know, redo like half of your lap, which obviously really freaking sucks. So that's not ideal. Man, rough one. Oh my god. Yep, here it is for Camby. Is this going to be a death? Not quite. He's able to save that one. But Fireball behind him and that... Oh! And Detail gets him on the spawn, and that might be a lead change, perhaps. I think Fireball might be taking the lead on this one. Camby running into second. Luke now falling down to third, just having a rough cycle, losing many laps in this one. Soul actually overtakes the position. He's in the podium spot right now. They're actually on a battle on track. Or close to it for a second there. So Soul and Hunter back. Luke, Soul, and Hunter, the podium fight right now. Camby and Fireball going at it for the lead. And then, yeah, look at the laps. Just look at the scoreboard. Like, it's already getting ridiculous. And, you know, some people it'll rubber band around, but at the end of the race, it might get even worse for some people, and that's just Chratos, how it is. Imagine doing like an actual like River Rapids or something power hour, like that'd be pretty nutty too. Camby's got to avoid this. Nice move to the outside. Luke's gonna take it on the inside. Having that space, does this cause trouble for Camby? Oh, it actually works out well until that extra little flip at the end there. I was gonna say it works out not too bad. For Camby, but that extra flip at the end obviously didn't really help him out too much. Oh, bad hit. Oh yeah, this is gonna cheese a few drivers. Oh no, we got sent under. Back on board with Camby. Survives yet another train hit. Does not die on that one. Does not get pushed out. Honestly, incredible how much we've seen Camby survive the train in this one life. And I'm sticking with the POV until he dies. But yeah, I feel like he's been hit pretty aggressively like 3 or 4 times now in this life, and he's just sticking through it. Making the aggressive move here on Fireball, see if we can make it happen, because this could be or is lead battle at the moment. So we have right now we're approaching halfway through our power hour, and we have a pass for the lead right there. I was gonna say we have a legit lead battle on track on frickin' Chratos of all things. We have a legit lead battle almost halfway through the race, which is pretty incredible. And they're going to keep it going. Oh, that was a rough one there for Fireball. He's going to have the pack behind him, too. Not what you want to see. Not what you want to see, but commendable out of Camby there. Not hitting the slowdown or anything. Taking that train hit like a man. Love that. Shout out to Camby for that one. But unfortunately, going to lose the lead on track. Oh! Oh, yep. That's going to be a death for Hunter there. Is Camby ever going to die? This is incredible. I'm committed to my not swapping until he dies, but this is just a great run from him here. Oh! Yep. Another one. Luck not really going Camby's way right now. Oh! Nice. Keeps it on. Holy shit. Some absolute annihilation on the train that we can see. But Camby, again, another collision. Not with the train, but Camby's had an absurdly long life at this moment in the race. Oh, that was a close call right there. I don't know if he got optics or detail on that one. I think Fireball ran into some issues. Oh, maybe not. But yeah, Camby losing a bit of time because we got Fireball behind him, and he's already a lap up. So the lead definitely belongs to Fireball by a decent amount. There it is. There it is. Finally, the death for Camby. Why do I feel like there's people's POVs that I did not go on? Did I forget my D-pad order? Let's go on board with Coop for a sec. See what's going on for him. Getting passed up by Fireball on track again. Coop go. Oh my God! do not expect to see Hunter flying through you at that section. That was pretty incredible. Very fortunate for Coop to recognize that and dodge that. That was a close call. But yeah, Coop unfortunately in last right now, sitting on 61. Leader on 75. Can get pretty ridiculous. Although most of the pack is still within like 5 laps, which isn't too bad. See if Coop can get a good run here and try to regain a little bit. Nice and clean so far. Might have a collision here. Fine with Hunter. Let's keep rolling it through. Matt ahead of Coop at the moment. Now on the same lap. So they might have a battle for that position right now. And there's a lot of time left, but it's going to be tough. I mean, they're already several laps behind. That being said, if you don't look at the lead, if you look at the other spots, they're only like 8 behind or so on the rest of it. But still not an ideal spot for them to be in at this point. Soul maybe in that, I want to say in that podium position right now. Oh, that was a rough hit. But yeah, Soul in the podium position at the moment. Made some gains throughout this portion of the race and getting up there and fighting for it. Although he doesn't really have to fight for it right now. He's just kind of got a gap. He's just kind of clear. Oh, rough one with Matt there. See if he can get around Camby. Oh, but Camby just like tanks it. Don't really lose too much time. See what's going on with Opix. Opix was battling. He was up there for a bit in that 4th or 3rd place fight early on. Now he's 76 down and losing a little bit of ground, but he's still there battling with Armada and still in a spot lap wise where he's like in that fight too. Saw Soul, there was only like a couple laps or like 3 laps in front, so still in a spot where he could make something happen. You got to remember we're about to hit the halfway point here. Yeah, I don't know. I'll say it now. Film is only 58 minutes, and we raced longer than that, so if I have to tie together the stream POV, a rough hit for Opix there. If I have to tie together the stream POV for the last few laps, and that's what I'll have to do, so we'll figure that out. Cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah, I don't know if it's just like whenever, I mean, the longest limit aside from the unlimited obviously is 60, so like I don't know if the game's just not supposed to have films this long, but yeah, it seemed to cheese for a lot of the field. And it doesn't look perfect for me either, so don't really know what's going on with that. Aw, it would have been sick if he kept the momentum going and landed it. But yeah, don't really know what's going on with that. Either way, it's unfortunate. It sucks, especially if it actually does last that long. If we get 58 minutes and then, you know, just lose that last like 5 minutes of racing, that would kind of suck. But it is what it is. Not much we could do about it. Getting the rare theater cheese on this game as opposed to, you know, what we're used to getting theater cheese on Infinite. Oh my god. Actually getting it a little bit on MCC here as well. On board with Detail, trying to put in a comeback run here, and it's pretty incredible. He's on the same lap as Luke at this moment, and Luke was running like 5 or 6 laps in front, like 20 or 30 laps ago, and now they're on the same lap at this moment. Both around that, like 4th, 6th battle, probably. Oh, no. Well, there's a train in the way. There's a train in the way. Oh, maybe a little collision on that one. That didn't look too bad. Okay. Got like 6 drivers stuck in the middle. Not ideal, not ideal. Another update with Armada. Oh, man. Fireball on 90, Armada on 82. He's going the wrong way. He's going the wrong way. But I think in the last like 30 laps or so especially, I think he's just getting involved in like every damn collision, it seems like. And it's unfortunate because, again, unlike lap, you know, I don't remember what lap it was, but like 8 minutes in or so, there it is again. 8 minutes in or so, Armada battling for that lead, and you know, this is how much things can change. The roller coaster of emotion with the power hour action. Now he's like 8 laps off the lead. was competing for the lead. Oh yeah, that helps too. Was competing for the lead 8 minutes in, and now he's like 8 laps down on the lead. That's unfortunate. But oh my god. Does Matt keep it on? He keeps it on track. He keeps it on track. Unbelievable. Those are my favorite train collisions to watch, when people get hit by the train and they get sent into the actual track the wrong way. Doesn't happen all the time, but it's pretty great. It's pretty great. On board with Fireball leading quite a few laps at this moment in the race. Luke led a lot of the early race. Fireball had a couple peaks and then lost it for a bit, and then Camby had the lead for a decent chunk, and then Fireball got it back, and now he's held it for a good like 20, 30 laps or so here. I'm not going to do it, but it would be interesting to see, you know, the lap lead count throughout this. You had the most on that. That'd be interesting. Because there's a lot of laps to count on this one. And definitely a lot of change-ups. Again, spoiler, the lead will swap a few more times. There's no way it doesn't. When you have things like that happen, that, not ideal for collision for Fireball, but he can easily recover on this one. Sees that the train is stuck. Don't have to worry about that one respawning too quickly, so not going to be too bad. Oh! Now that, on the other hand, is not ideal. Back on board with Hunter. So Hunter, Luke, Soul, that seems to be the podium battle. So we see Luke right there. We see Soul over there. So that seems to be the battle. Soul's got a little bit to go. So Luke back in the podium battle. It's Hunter holding onto it right now, but Luke trying to chase behind. That seems to be our 3rd place spot. And again, that Fireball and Camby starting to run away with it. They're starting to gain laps. Holy schmoly. More train action. Oh, gonna get a slowdown for Matt there. That's unfortunate. Hunter gonna go down. But Luke and Soul must have had some issues of their own because we don't see them. Oh, Hunter going down again, though. There it is. Podium battle. It's back, and Luke forces his way through the inside, so actual podium battle on track right now might be the closest battle that we have for a high position at the moment. I think Fireball's still got a lap on Camby, so got to be the highest point battle that we have. Taking a look at that again. Yeah, they're kind of in their own group right there for the podiums. Luke, Soul, and Hunter. Fireball and Camby kind of in their own lead battle at this point. Maybe the finishing battles for the race starting to shape up at this point now that we're getting over the halfway mark. Potentially. Never know. Big collision, though, with Luke and Fireball. And this will be interesting. The rejoin battle. The Hunter's definitely going to take that one. So he takes the podium place back. And it looks like Detail's kind of comfortably running into his 6th place spot. Opix Armada running down. Matt and Coop still pretty close. We'll let it go for a bit, but trying to every so often trying to keep an eye on those laps, keep you updated on where the positions are. It can understandably be pretty hard to follow. Try to give you like a battle to follow, because need to have something, need to have something. So right now that battle is for this podium spot. It's Hunter and Luke, and Hunter's got the advantage right now. But Luke trying to chase it down. Hunter gonna get by Matt. Oh, well, that's a way to take the position. That's a way to take the position. So that's obviously going to set Hunter back. Luke going to go into 3rd now. Does Hunter lose 4th, though? Does not appear to do so, because now we have Luke coming up behind Soul. So I believe Hunter's still got that 4th place spot. Soul still got that 5th. Oh, my God. Yeah, that was a rough one. That cheesed a lot of people. Detail had a nice run right there. That might have been good gains for him on that one. Because he kind of, it was a little bit of a recovery, but kind of like slipped by it. And this is how quickly things can change on Chratos. Just like a lap ago, Luke and Hunter were battling for position, and now here's Luke getting a lap on Hunter here, and then colliding with Soul, who was the other guy in the battle. So that's how quickly things can change on Chratos. It's a great representation of it here as we're approaching that 40-minute mark. Collisions on this one. Fireball needs to get out of that one. The train not giving him anything there. And this is gonna give Hunter an opportunity to take this lap back. Again, not for the position quite yet, but he is gonna get his lap back on Luke here, so maybe he can start trying to chase that one back down again. Yeah, and then Soul. But Soul and Detail, maybe a battle opening there, because Detail's been gaining laps, going down there, but gaining laps, and now he's starting to get pretty close to them, so this, like, 3 through 6 battles getting pretty spicy. Opix maybe on the edge of that, too. If he can put in some good runs here, he could stay in that. And low-key, these guys are starting to get a little bit closer to Camby and Fireball's lap count now. They've lost a little bit of their edge in the last few laps. Oh, Luke and Hunter going down there, we saw for a moment, but I want to go back on board with our leader because we have a lead change. Camby taking the lead. Fireball trying to figure out where he is. There he is. Okay, so Camby with about like half a track lead. That's not... Oh, wow, he plows through it. Okay, good to go there then. Or nope, Fireball does have the lead. Yeah, got hit with the cheese where he hit the checkpoint second, gave him the lead. Okay, my bad. Fireball still holding on to the lead, but Camby getting to the same lap as him. He did have a lap or two advantage over Camby for a good bit, but now Camby's got that lap. Getting stuck right there. It's not going to help. Might... Oh! Just barely making it around the train there. Yeah, that might allow Camby to gain on this, but again, things can change so quickly, and Luke's now within like 2 or 3, so... And Hunter's not too far off, so that... The podium guys... The guys battling for the podium, they definitely gained a bit on the leaders here, but again, still many laps down. Like, it's going to take a lot more for them to get back in this fight. That being said, like 20 minutes to go right now. So, oh my god, the freaking angle of his of Hunter's body flying on that was perfect. But yeah, so literally just hitting that 20 minutes to go right now. So still plenty of time for the shot clock cheese. Always. But yeah, even though you know, things are starting to take shape, and it's looking like things are going a certain way. We saw it earlier in the race in that first 20 minutes stint. We saw it in that second 20-minute stint. You never know what can happen here. A lot can change so quickly, so this race is not over yet. It's looking rough for Coop and Matt. It's probably over for them. It's probably over for Armada, but I genuinely think everybody within 10 laps of the lead has a chance. A low chance, but a chance. If you're within like 4 or 5, you have a pretty decent shot, but 10 laps, I wouldn't count you out yet. But yeah, it's definitely not looking good. It's definitely not looking good. Oh my god. That was incredible. I don't know how Fireball kept that going there. Oh, that's tough. Oh no! Gonna get held up quite a bit right there. Getting a wall conk. Soul protecting that line, and then he just wasn't able to back it out of that one. So that's gonna cost him some time. Trying to see where Camby is and like comparatively, you know, how he's chasing. Oh, that was a fast respawn. But getting hit with the train there. Camby is over there. Okay, so Camby not taking the lead on that quite yet. And getting collision there. So yeah, still about like half a track lead for Fireball right now. Oh, train stuck. Camby not in the right position for that. That's going to cost Camby so much time. I think Camby maybe got... Yeah, he had to go around. I think Camby not where he wanted to be right there. Got stuck by the train. Commendable Chow, staying on the goose and going back round two. Let's give him some brownie points for that one. Absolutely commendable. And it's tough too because that's that. Oh my god, that's that lead battle. And he suffered a lot of time right there. So Cammy's gonna need a really good rest of this race because yeah, look, he's in collision zone and Fireball's like got a lap on him. So it's looking like Fireball's got this race in control right now. See where Hunter is doing. Still in that 4th place spot, losing a couple laps to Luke now, so looking like he's settling into it. Luke's got a couple laps on him. This is like the battle right here, funnily enough, Luke, Hunter, and Soul. But I think Hunter... Oh! Well, that was interesting. Soul and Hunter are battle... Oh, no! What an unfortunate sequence of events for Hunter there. Gonna lose out a lot on that one. And again, funnily enough, Soul and Luke Hunter, like that's the battle. And that was all 3 of them right there next to each other on different laps. But, you know, closest ones to each other that's still like their battle for position, even though they're laps down, you know. And yeah, it did not go their way. Let's see. Yeah, so Fireball's still holding on the lead there. And still like half a track as well. So he's looking pretty strong for this one. Things are going to need to shift here to mix things up. Oh! Brutal train collision. But not going to lose much time with that. Honestly. Camby now trailing Hunter here. Conveniently going on board with him. Camby still holding on to that 2nd place pretty strong. It's looking like that lead battle's not over yet, but it's gonna need to. Cammy's gonna need some good fortune and some good laps here to try to bring this back. Oh, well, just making that timing. That might be it. That might be it. What? Go back. Oh my god. This could have been such a bad moment for Fireball, but he finds the perfect timing to get through the train. That is absurd. Because that could have been a massive moment in the race right there for Camby to gain back. Oh, Opix goes for the chow. Luke goes for the chow. Makes it happen. Opix died on the chow. The sticky death's coming out. Oh, another death of the chow. Unfortunate. Couple brave jumpers, but not working out for everyone on that one. You could do a 2 phase up. So now at this point, So Fireball, yeah, it looked like it was going to be a moment where, you know, that could have worked out for Camby. Camby could have gained a ton of time, but that crazy timing, it honestly probably worked out better for Fireball than it did for Camby, which is pretty insane with how that looked going into it. Oh! And that was Fireball and Camby. I think in that collision, it might have been. It could have been Optic. No, it wasn't. I'm pretty sure it was them. And Camby getting the worst of it. So yeah, things starting to really go Fireball's way here. Another stoppage, and you can't cheese your way around this one. They need to clear the track here. And they do. And Hunter needing to go the wrong way. That does happen sometimes, unfortunately. Oh! Oh! Oh, a big moment in the race. We got to watch this one. Let's take a look at what happens here. So Armada gets through. 1 by 1. Soul goes through. Coop. Detail. Luke gets stuck on it, but holds the line. Coop chows both of them off and himself. Coop even though he's in the last place spot, possibly making one of the most important moves of the race right there with a double kill on the track and himself. Even though he's not competing for those positions, Coop taking matters into his own hands and playing a role in that fight with Luke and Fireball there. So that was quite the moment. That was highlight of the race so far for me. That was honestly hilarious. Trolling coming out of everybody, and Coop is just like, ah, fuck this, and just slammed them both off. So that was pretty great. Definitely a highlight in this one, and it also cost some time. Like, that absolutely costed some time, and Camby's having some laps. Camby now back within that half a track length away from Fireball, and right here they're close to each other in collision distance. That could make things interesting too. And again, like, we're getting close to the nitty-gritty here. We're getting close to that 10 minutes left to go. There's not a lot of time left. Like, this is where things actually start to matter. Positions are actually going to get settled. And look what Fireball has in front of him. Possibly the longest continuous pack that he's seen in front of him the entire race. How is he going to navigate this? Not very well next to Detail. Oh! And Chald again has to get the goose going the right way. Oh! Accepts the death on the train there. Commendable on that one. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. And now, look at this. Look at this. It happened perfectly where that costed just enough time. Oh, no! We thought the lead battle was back. We thought it was back. And right when he had him right in front of him, right there, Camby dies and loses the time again. It's incredible. After that insane sequence, Camby got right there and lost that, and Fireball shoots back out to the lead, and Hunter, maybe some chows coming out from Luke, maybe Hunter in that podium fight again. Soul losing a bit of ground on that, Detail losing a bit of ground on them as well. Opix and Armada in an actual battle, Matt and Coop still in a battle of their own. Still, Luke and Hunter seem to be on the most, like, legit. How are they still on 131? There we go. So Hunter's in the podium spot. Hunter's overtaken the podium spot now. So must be some really bad sequence from Luke and some good runs from Hunter. They've swapped again. They've been going back and forth a few times ever since around that halfway point in that podium battle. Hunter's going to have it now. And Camby, we could tell, just by looking at his name, we could tell Camby just got hit with an insane chow right there from the train. So, and now he's looking to be 2 laps. Oh, man, this is going to take a monumental effort for Camby, or honestly, even like Luke or Hunter, to bring this lead battle back. I'd say it's probably between those 4 at this point. Now that we're getting to around 10 minutes to go. Technically, Soul might still be in it, but that's going to be pretty rough. I think anybody behind him, surely, that bottom half has got to be out of it at this point. Maybe they could gain like a podium spot, but the win, that's going to be tough. It's got to be between this top 4 of Fireball, Camby, Luke, and Hunter, I would think. Definitely massively favored for Hunter and Camby. And what happened with Fireball? I don't know if that was just like a legit mistake right there. Maybe miscalculated the jump, and that's going to cost him some time, but it was a pretty good recovery. And look at this. Things get spicy because Camby's the one behind him, but again, he's multiple laps down. He's make something happen here. Detail. Can he make something happen? Oh! Right through the middle, Hunter. Getting chowed down. And again, we're coming to 10 minutes to go very soon here. Gonna pick up the intensity in this one because, you know, essentially we're just watching a moto now. We're essentially just watching a Tier S moto. And a freaking clothesline from Detail comes in, hits Fireball, but Camby goes down. But Fireball gets the unfortunate timing on the train. And that's gonna cost some time there. Oh! More collisions coming down. That is tough. That is going to cost some time right there. Surely. Fireball with the clothesline from Detail, and then just got costed that that train time. He had to recover in the way of the train. This could get sus, a two-way. Oh! Fireball's gonna take that one and have that lead now. Still 2 laps. Hunter safely in podium. Luke having a really rough spree. Soul is taking over that spot, so it's Hunter Soul now. Luke in 5th at the moment. So those guys keep swapping around, and Detail's still 3 laps down. We'll see if we can bring it back. What just happened here? What just happened here? And again, I think 9 minutes to go now, so like I said, we're in that, like, we're just watching a Tier S moto now. Side by side with Hunter in very similar instance right there. Oh, the death too! He even got off the goose to try to save it late, and it was too late. A very similar occurrence there. Oh, and a contact with Luke. And Luke hitting the brake checks. Oh, no. Fireball's going to have to find a way around this. Oh, no. Oh, no. The, the multiple collisions coming in. Fireball's going to have to survive them here to try to hold on to this moto win. Does this mix things up a ton? Honestly, doesn't really look like it at the moment. I think the train deaths hurt a lot more than that, but still a lap and a half on Camby. Camby's going to have to turn on the jets. Multiple deaths. Matt and Soul falling off. I think another driver maybe dying right there. Oh, no! Another death. Another full-on train death for Fireball. And a big collision. And yeah, he was commendable earlier. Not going to do it now. Not going to do it now. And probably would have gotten hit with the train respawn. That's a tough one for Hunter. I haven't seen somebody fly off that way yet. Oh, and a collision with Luke into the train. Into the train death. It comes back again. Oh, no. The train comes back again. Oh, contact with Matt. No. And a stoppage in the track. These guys got to get out of the way. Got to get through that goose. Whose goose is that? Stoppage on the track right there. A goose obstacle on top of the train obstacle. That is not what we're planning on. And Fireball, what is happening here? It's potentially bringing things back around. Coop again. Coop and Luke with the tactics. I don't think this one... Okay, to be fair, I mean, this one's just... I mean, he's just stuck. We get the sticky debt. I don't know who did it on that one, but somebody came in hot with the sticky debt and finally brings the racing back. That was essentially a competition caution right there, basically, without getting the laps back. It's what we just witnessed on track. And look at this. It costed so much time. How did Camby take the lead through that? I don't want to go back too much, but how the hell... I guess he just got the right timing to where he was the one that got past it, and then by the time he got back around, they freed it. So that was it right there, that entire sequence. I know it was hard to tell where Camby got by because so much cheese just went down, but yeah, that entire sequence. And Camby's going to take the lead off that. So can Fireball bring it back, or will Camby hold on to this late now? There is still time remaining. Only 2.5 in the VOD. We'll have to see what we do about that one. But there's still time remaining on this one. We'll go to what we can for a theater film here. But it's pretty shortly. It's going to be, I think around right now, it's like 7 minutes left in the race. Oh, that is insane. Potentially a massive moment in the race right here. Let's watch this train chow again. We're getting close to like 5 minutes to go. Fireball, Camby, Soul, Detail. I don't even know who else, because I think 1 or 2 other people may have died. And the crazy thing is they all respawn. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The aggressive tactics out of that one. Camby getting stuck And Fireball... Okay, I gotta give it to Camby. I gotta give it to Camby. Fireball was absolutely trying to murder him right there, and Camby held on. I mean, that's a little bit of karma on that one. That's a little bit of karma on that one. I think Fireball potentially died on track for that. And meanwhile, Camby was the one that got the lucky train survival, and gets through. Honestly, though, gotta give it to him on that. I think that was deserved. Camby's still holding the lap over him now. Train cheesing a lot of people, but we get a fast respawn on that one. Okay. Close call. But again, on board with Camby, and he's got to survive for who the hell knows how many more laps. So we approach 5 minutes to go and a death right in front of him. He's going to make it through. Now would be a good time to take a look. Train conk. Let's wait till we get through this last collision here with Luke. We're good. All right, so Camby, Fireball. Luke's now maybe taking that third place spot back. Hunter and Luke still the ones in the battle for that. And Soul and Detail. Detail's been gaining laps, and he's starting to approach that as well. So Detail putting on a late race charge there. May still have a chance at top 5. Oh, maybe a... That's the type of mistake you see. I don't think that was on purpose. That's the type of mistake you see right there. When you're 55 minutes into a power hour on Chratos, your brain is gone. And I think Camby was probably just not paying full attention. Oh, no! Was that an attempt of a kill on Coop right there? Or was that... Honestly, I think that was Camby getting stuck on him. I think he tried to take the spot. And then he got stuck on his tire right there. And then you just can't turn once you hit that. So... Oh my god. Yeah, once you hit that moment, then you can't turn. And right there, I'm interested in that moment. Was that an on-track pass? It was not. Detail getting around Soul, and now another lap. If he can make it up, he could be in that battle. Multiple collisions coming out still. And again, the film's going to cheese here, isn't it? Well, this may be the end for our theater portion, boys. It is. It's the end of our theater portion. Wah, wah. Wah, wah. So I don't know what happens with how that happens, but I think going to the stream VOD, I think I want to say we're going to be about like 4 minutes plus 2 left when we get to that. So we'll get to that in a moment. But that's it for the theater replay. I don't know what to tell you. I can't really do much about that. So, but we'll get to the replay that we have. Holy shit, that was so convenient. Oh my god. Oh! Aw. I only did that because it was you, Matt Lamau. I literally just checked you to the boards. Oh my god. Fucking god, dude. Holy shit. Oh, that's insane. Oh! Oh my god. Ah! That really fucking blowed. God damn it! Yes! Minute and a half warning. I did not cheat right there. I got pushed up. I was on my goose the whole time. Dude, I want to see how many people were slamming respawn, Soul. I want to know. I'll go through the film. Dude! Alright, I'm going across. Fuck you. There's your justice, biatch! You took me to the wall on purpose. Get fucked. Oh, let's work it out for both of us. Really well. I do not. Why are you going at me? Let's go through other people's films. Holy fuck! You think I'm the one cheesing this race? I'll go through the goddamn film. I'll go through the film. Nope, it's serious now. I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed! I've been doing it legit the whole goddamn time. Biatch, check my tire pressure. Check my tire pressure, motherfucker. Good lord. 13 seconds! 13! Yeah, Camby needs to... That's gonna be tough. Time is out. Time is out. Camby, next time you hit the line, 2 to go. 2 to go right now. 2 to go right now. Yeah. So I'll go to 161. Just look at your own lap. Fuck! Yep, did it legit like the whole race? White flag. Good. Ah! God damn it! Nice. Hard earned, hard earned. Alright, yeah, cheesers, that was the end for Chratos. Camby closing out the race on 165 laps. I kind of regret, we should have done like a guessing game on the final lap before the race. That was kind of a missed opportunity. We should have done that, but because it's kind of weird and people like finishing on different laps and some people finishing on the same lap. We'll go through the order. So Camby takes the win, Fireball second, Luke third, Hunter fourth, Detail fifth, Soul sixth, Opix seventh, Armada eighth, and then Matt ninth and Coop 10th. So that was the final order for the Chratos Cheese Fest. Hour long plus 2 laps, ended up being 165 for Camby the leader. That's where we ended out. And yeah, he got a sense of some of the trolley comms at the end. I really wanted to do a full party chat, just like straight, just my perspective, but it'd have all the party audio. That's what I wanted to do. But unfortunately, I was having issues with that before the race. I couldn't figure it out in time, which is sad because that would have been pretty funny and like it was pretty dumb. So I think it would have been more entertaining. But yeah, it's unfortunate that didn't work out. But anyways, if anyone stuck out the whole thing, hope you enjoyed it. It's an absolute cheese fest of a race. Finally delivered on the promise. Finally got there. And I'm sure Chratos will come back again sometime in the future. And next week, we've got the Halo 3 TRS stage coming up, which still called it a stage, but it's not as much as the other ones because it's just 1 week because we don't have that many Halo 3 tracks. So it's that classic TRS format. It's going to be 4 races, 4 like quick motos, just practice for the first one, just like ripping them off. Going to be that classic TRS format for that. So 4 different tracks, 4 different quick motos. That's next Sunday. So if you guys want to race some of that, it is one of 2 times that we'll be racing Halo 3 this year. So it's pretty exclusive. So I don't know if that entices anybody for it. But yeah, so that'll be pretty interesting. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you next time.